Okay, I'm officially recording. Okay, so we have our markers. We have our erasers. Perfect. Okay, I'm going to write the word down.
I need an eraser.
Okay, quickly do that. I'm going to write the word down. You're going to read it in your head and then write it down. And then we'll say it together. Okay, what type of ending do we have on this word? We have an AD ending. Okay, so what word is this?
Glared.
Glared. Because if we get rid of the ED,
Glare. It's glare.
glare. Right?
You said take away the E.
We're going to talk about that real quick. So the base word for this is glare. We actually, because ED work together, ED actually gets rid of the E
Cool.
and puts another E in there.
Glare.
So it is glare is our base word, and then we add ED. We get rid of the E, we add ED, and we have glared. Okay? Raise your voice, move on to the next word.
We put back the E.
Yeah, we do put back the E. We get rid of the E and replace it with another E.
Yep. It's like an E getting trapped, but another E saves it.
Because, Micah,
Yes.
when we have the word glare, that's our base word. We have the word glare, okay? And then we add our ED, which changes the meaning. What does glare mean?
Glare. Oh. Fabulous.
What does glare mean? I'm doing it right now.
Like you're mad.
Yeah, like you look at someone and you're kind of mad, right? Like when you guys aren't doing your work and I look at you and I'm like, I'm kind of glaring at you. So when you glare at someone, you're doing it at that point in time. Markers down.
Wait, can
When
I
you-
also write glare next cards?
Nope. You're reading right now because you're in reading. You'll do your next card next. When you are glaring, when you glare at someone, you are doing it in that moment. When you add the ED makes it happen in the past. I glared at my sister.
What if it was?
Does that make sense? So glare is happening in the moment. Micah, listen. Glare is happening in the moment. When you add the ED together, it happens in the past. If I were to add the ED like this,
Two E's?
see, it would be glaried. So in this situation, I do actually get rid of the E.
Or it would be an oddball.
I do actually get rid of the E and add ED. But you just don't notice because I'm getting rid of one E and replacing it with another E. Does that make sense?
No, did you get a haircut?
Okay. Next word.
That erases. I know this.
Read it in your head, write it down, and then we'll say it.
Oh.
Noah.
Okay,
what word is this?
Guess.
Good.
Okay, I realized that we've done two G words.
We have done two G words. When you're a guest, what are polite manners?
Be our guest. Be our guest.
When you are a guest, what are polite manners? To say please and thank you.
To share.
Go, Tali, go.
To share your.
To share your things. Good.
Well,
Okay,
not just the guest, just the person that's there, like the person at the house and the person that comes over. They have to share their stuff with
Yeah,
them.
well, when someone comes over to somebody else's house, they're automatically the guest, right? Okay. Rami, did you finish your prediction? Okay, so bring it down with you. You can work on it with Mrs. Dabney, okay? Okay, your next word.
Yes.
Noah. Read it in your head, then write it.
I know it. I know it.
We have another ED word.
Pissed.
Tali, you gotta wait until everybody's done writing it down before we say it together, okay? We have another ED word. We have, what's the word?
Hiss.
Hiss.
Smiley
Okay,
face.
we have hiss. If you hiss at someone, you're doing it in that moment. If you have hissed at someone, it has happened in the past. Does that make sense?
I have hissed at one.
The difference between glared and hissed. What sound does ED make in glared?
Ed.
Glared.
D.
D. What sound does Edie make in hiss? Hissed.
Oh, it should be a T.
So we have a D and a T ending. Edie actually makes 3 sounds. It makes D. Can you say D?
D.
T. And Ed.
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 I thought you wanted us.
And Ed. I know it's a tongue twister. So D.
And Ed.
D.
D.
Ed.
Ed.
D. Ed.
Ed.
Good.
I thought you wanted me to say and Ed.
So when you're reading a word and you're like, I'm not sure how it ends, try out each one of those. Ooh. Read it in your head, then write it down, and then we'll say it together. Read it in your head,
That's so
write it down, and then we'll say it together.
so hard. But I know what it is.
Me too. Me too, but it's so easy.
Nope. We don't say that's so easy because for some people it might not be very easy. Okay, 3, 2, 1. What word is this?
Pilot.
Here-
Polite.
So, looking at the word, what's a word that we know in it?
Light.
Light. We have L-I-T-E, and the E makes the I say its name, so it's going to be light. What is this? Is it
Paw.
paw or po?
Po.
Polite. Okay, we're going to quickly talk about open and closed syllables, which is funny because the other group had this too.
I learned this with somebody.
Okay,
She said to put your teeth.
here's our house. Here's our house. Our door is closed. And what word do we have here?
Her.
Her. Okay. Our R is not saying, our E is not saying its name. Okay. In this situation, the door is closed. We have a consonant, a vowel, and a consonant. Okay. When we open up the door, we have
He.
he. The E is saying its name.
So it's
Okay.
a consonant vowel.
If we were to do this with another word,
CVC and CV.
I'm going to do,
Do a T
because
part.
isn't technically a closed syllable, it's an ER controlled syllable. So let me do, let's do this word. This one's a good one. Take my scissors and I will cut my door open. Okay, we have our house. The doors are closed. We have a vowel, a consonant, and a vowel. So we have, what word is this? Him. What sound is the I making? It is making a short I sound, so therefore it is a closed syllable. Closed syllables make short vowel sounds. That's why her was an R controlled vowel, so it was not closed. It was an R syllable. What happens, put your markers down, when I open up the door? What word is this now?
Hi.
Hi, what sound is the I making?
I.
It is saying its name.
It's an oddball because it would be I.
So for spelling, yes, but for reading, this is an open,
It'll be he.
Syllable.
it's an open syllable
It'll be
because this word is hi, correct? So in this situation, the I is saying its name. Okay? When it is a vowel consonant, when it is a consonant vowel, the I says its name. So in this word, we have po is our open syllable. That's why the O says its name. Does that make sense? Okay. Erase your boards. We're moving on to the next one.
Next word.
Yep. I'll put these up here for you guys.
Oh, why did I erase my word?
It's so polite.
I mean, I want to write with Sharpie. Okay. Ooh. I like this one. It's another ED word. Read it in your head, then write it,
Yeah, I know.
and then we'll sound it out together. Okay, what word is this?
Yanked.
Yanked. So if we look at the base word, we have yank.
Yankee
What sound is
Doodle.
ed making?
D-
Yanked.
d-
Listen again. Yanked. It's not yanked
Yeah.
or yanked. It's yanked.
Yankee Doodle.
Does that make sense?
Yankee Doodle.
This would be the beginning of Yankee Doodle. Yes. Okay, eraser boards.
Like
Next word. What does yanked mean?
I pulled.
Oh. It's
Micah?
like pulling, like really hard, like
Yeah, like you yank it out, right? Is it polite when you yank something?
No.
No, it's not.
It's
unless you have to yank.
Okay.
Like if you have to. The car.
Well, if you're yanking someone out of a car, like to save them, then that situation it would be polite. But if I had something in my hand and somebody yanked it out of it, right, that wouldn't be very polite. Okay, next word. These are going to be a little bit tougher. Say it in your head.
I know.
Say it in your head. Write it down. Look for words that you know. Nope.
No, don't tell me.
Noah, you cannot be saying it because he needs to try practicing his strategies to sound this out, okay?
Oh, I know it. I think I know it is.
I underlined it.
Okay. What word do we think this is?
Actually.
Actually. I saw that you sounding that out, Micah, and I saw that you were going really hard for the act, and then you were like, ooh, all E. Right? And I saw that that was what your brain was doing, and then, so you chunked it up, and then you blended through it with actually, right? Okay.
That's what I did. I knew act was ACK.
I know, I saw you, as you were writing it, you were sounding it out, and that was pretty cool, too. Okay, next one. Read it in your head. Noah, make sure we're reading it in our head.
It's a leaf.
In your head. Write it down if you know it.
I know.
Noah, make sure you're writing it down. Then you got to keep it there.
I tried.
Okay, what word is this?
Nervously.
Nervously. We have the word nervous, right? What does it mean when someone's nervous?
Like
Scared.
Scared, right?
scared or like sad.
Nervous. Can you be nervous, excited?
Yeah.
Yes, but nervous is like you're nervous for like when somebody's coming over, or it's like
It can be a
you're
good thing. It
nervous
can be a
to-
bad thing.
you're like nervous to get like a checkup or something.
Yeah, you could be nervous to do a checkup. You could be nervous to do a performance. So nervous is how you're feeling when something happens nervously, like when you nervously do something, right? So when you're nervously doing something, it's an adverb. This word is describing your action. Does that make sense? Okay. Abby, what were you going to say?
I made a deal with my dad. Instead of going, I'm still nervous to go on Splash Mountain. Instead of going on Big Thunder, I decided to go on Splash Mountain.
Oh, it's so
I'm
fun.
still very nervous to go on Splash Mountain.
Big Thunder, I think, is scarier than Splash Mountain.
I,
And you've been on Big Thunder?
I meant Tower of Terror.
Oh, have you been on Tower of Terror? Oh, Tower of Terror is more scary than Splash.
Yeah, because it's all dark for the
Okay.
whole ride.
Have you been on it?
No, but I know.
We will talk about this more later, but let's get back to our last word before we make our predictions.
Okay.
Read it in your head. Read it in your head. Thank you. Read it in your head, and then we'll write it down.
Oh.
In your head. Don't say it out loud, okay? Good.
Nice. And S is like a Z.
Okay, what word is this?
Squeeze.
Squeezed. We have our QU, which makes what sound?
Cool.
Qua, qua. We have an EE, a Z. So we have squeezed. What sound is ED making this? Squeezed. D. And this is another situation where the E is replaced because when we get rid of the D, that's squeeze, right? And then we replace it with ED, which is squeezed. Yes.
Squeezing is like
Yeah, it's when you squeeze it really hard. It's when you grab something very tightly. Okay.
Or you squeeze.
Could you erase your boards?
right?
We are all done with our words. Could you erase your boards? And we are switching in to the next center in 3 minutes. Okay.
Do we have a new book?
We do have a new book. Put your markers and erasers away really quick. In 10, 9, 8, 7, 6,
Crazy.
5, 4,
I was here at 5.
3, 2, faster Noah, 1. Okay. Think about a time that you have had a friend over to your house. Nope, just thinking about it. Just think about it. Okay.
Which friend should
I want
pick?
you to think about the times that have gone well. I want you to think about the times that maybe have not gone as well. Maybe weren't as fun as you would have thought that they would have been.
Yeah.
Okay. Who wants to share a time either where it went well or a time where it went bad? You can't do both. We don't have enough time for that. Micah,
One that went bad.
go for it.
It's kind of funny.
Quickly, you only have about 20
so
seconds.
one time I went to Asher's house. I went to Asher's house, and I went in his shower, and I took a shower in his shower.
Were you in your clothing?
No, I was naked.
Did you get permission to take a shower?
No,
Okay, so I can see how that might have gone bad. Did you get in trouble?
by Asher, yes.
Okay. Did your parents know? Did his parents know?
Yeah.
Okay. So I can see how that might have not gone so well. Okay, Noah, tell me about a time where you had a great get together or a not so great get together.
I think it would have been better if you had your clothes
Holly?
on.
Do you want me to come back to you? Okay. Avi.
A time where I went to my friend Finn
Mm-hmm.
across the street. It was yesterday.
And did it go well or not so well?
Not so well.
What happened?
So first he made this drink that had weird stuff in it for me.
Like,
It was actually pretty good, but the bottom was spicy because of jam.
interesting. Like he just made it, like he was just like weird science making
He
it.
already made it once, but
Was this something he made with his parents or just something he like made up?
no, he made it up.
Okay.
It's actually pretty good, but not yesterday. He did not make it up yesterday. And he was trying to throw things at me, so he got in trouble. And he was hitting me
By
with
who?
like a stick.
Okay. Interesting. Tolly, tell me about a time where things went well or things didn't go so well.
A time that went well. So I had a friend come over to my house yesterday. Her name was Delilah. She goes to my camp.
I know Delilah.
Keep going, Tyler.
Delilah-
So what happened?
So, we were making slime,
Mm-hmm.
and we were having so much fun that I didn't realize that slime got over my face,
Oh no.
and it was funny. And then we were all laughing after I said, "I don't care."
So it was bad for like a second and then it wasn't so bad?
Yeah,
Okay.
it was
So,
I like the shower.
really quickly, imagine that you had a friend come over and your friend did not follow the house rules.
Oh no.
Thinking? How do you think that that would make you feel? Noah, how do you think that would make you feel? Sad, Avi? Mad, Tolly?
really scared.
Maybe scared? Micah?
I would think somebody would break it.
You would think something would break maybe? Okay.
Frustrated.
Frustrated, awesome words. So you guys are going to be reading a book called I'm the Guest. And there is a girl, Josie, who is excited about her friend Cece coming over to the house to play.
I know someone.
But her feelings might change a little bit of the ways through. You are going to be writing your predictions today. How do we start our predictions?
I predict that.
Excellent. And then
And
what do
look
we...
at the picture.
You can look at your pictures and then what do we write about with our prediction? Picking up at the board.
Well,
You need to tell me about...
Tell me about the problem in this.
Oh, let me staple this for you, Noah. Okay. So you guys are going to go get started on that. Sounds like a plan. Boys and girls, we are going to be switching in about 30 seconds. So whatever you are working on, please finish it up and we will get ready to switch.
In the 30 seconds. Stop.
Wait, can I look in the book for their names? Because I forgot.
Okay, switch.
What is
Yes. Yes, you can look in the book for their names.